What's up, everybody? Grumpy Giant coming at you from my Skyblock paradise. And today, we're going to rock out the rest of Mekanism, I do believe. So, we got a lot of work ahead of us today, so I don't want to waste too much time here without just jumping right into it. So, first things first, we're going to knock out this crown quest, the Digital Miner. Right now, I don't think it's of much use to us. Honestly, I don't think we have access to any realms or worlds or dimensions that we can really take advantage of this thing. But eventually, we'll have RF tools, and bazam, Digital Miner get. This thing is really cool, though. I do love the way this big machine looks. So we'll just put it up right there. It's just going to sit there. It's not going to do anything. But, yeah. No, it's cool. You can filter it and tell it specific ores you want to try to find. Once we get into... whatever space mod is in this. I know we're going to be visiting other planets and things. That bad boy is going to be phenomenal for that. And I cannot wait. It's going to be super, super awesome. Now, on to our big rabbit hole. So we need to get into dense plastic, all right, which requires separating fluids right here. We can do this, the Electrolytic Separator. We're going to need a whole bunch of machines to get into dense plastic because it's going to have us make HDPE, which requires us to get separate chemicals and separate them out of water and blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. It's pretty fun. We're going to do it on the roof because that's where I've got space right now. Eventually, real quick, side note, eventually I want to move all of these, the pneumaticraft stuff into this here compact machine. That one. Maybe that one, but probably that one. Because I don't need the giant one. I'm going to shrink the pressure chamber down now that we're kind of done with pneumaticraft. And honestly, I don't know that we're going to be getting back into pneumaticraft, at least anytime soon. Maybe once we get into the space stuff, but even then, I'm not sure. I really don't know. So, Electrolytic Separator. Okay, let's look. Electrolytic Separator. So that's going to be some enriched alloy, electrolytic core, which is more enriched alloy, some gold, iron, and osmium dust. Well, I don't think I have any iron dust, but hey, you know what? We have this crushing factory here. Blue! And we've got some iron dust. At least enough to get us going. We've got gold dust. We've got osmium dust. Awesome. Awesome. I did, between episodes, get a whole lot of this stuff done. A whole lot of this stuff put together. Because my original plan today was to continue on the Tech Reborn line. I kind of want to postpone that now. Because I like Mekanism better. I just do. We will get back to it. Because we still have to make the fusion reactor. And that's definitely in the plans. But for the time being, I am more interested in getting through HDPE, and I want to do it before this episode is over. So I hope you are all excited, because I know I am. Oh, and I used all my iron. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to hit. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. That guy, done. The electrolytic core. Now let's run down here, because in one of these crates, I've got some iron. And we can get back over here, dump that iron off, and we can make the Electrolytic Separator right there. Boom! Electrolytic Separator get. Okay, so now we can actually see what it's going to need. So, well, that's easy enough. Crusher, biofuel, the PRC, and HDPE pellets. Now, the PRC, I can tell you right now, we're going to need a couple, at least. Because we need to have one to turn biofuel into substrate and another one to turn substrate into HDPE. So we're going to have at least two, but I do want to say we're going to have more than that. I just don't really remember. And now I got to find the PRC because I've lost myself. We're going to need a whole lot of these different machines. Oh. No. Pressurized reaction chamber. So that's going to need some basic control circuits, some steel, an actual whole enrichment chamber, a dynamic tank, and 2 basic gas tanks, which are just osmium plus redstone. So we'll make a couple of those, and of course they don't stack. Why would they stack? Grumpy, don't be ridiculous. They're not going to stack. All right, and then we get 4 dynamic tanks. The casing used in the dynamic tank multi-block. Oh, that's new for me. It's probably not new. I don't care. I feel better about it if I tell myself that it was new. So we need an enrichment chamber. Actually, I don't know why we're not just doing... Because we're going to need... We know we're going to need 2 of them. So we might as well put 2 of them together, right? Right. Makes sense to me. So there's 1 and a 2. All right, so we have the quest updated for that. So we got an electrolytic separator. So let's do this. Let's look at HDPE, not HDPS. Don't be ridiculous, okay? So it's liquid ethylene and oxygen in the PRC into substrate. Turns it into HDPE and outputs oxygen. That's cool. That's fine. Biofuel is also done in the PRC to turn biofuel into substrate using hydrogen and water. Well, I bet you can't guess where hydrogen and oxygen might come from. It's water. It's water. I'm sure all of you got that right off the bat. So, we have to do the bottom recipe here because we don't already have substrate. If we had substrate, we could just multiply it by inserting ethylene into it. But at least initially, we have to start with this lower one to get biofuel turned into substrate. Biofuel comes from the crusher. So we might as well make another crusher while I'm here. Mekanism, let's find a crusher. I don't think we need to get the fast one. I think just the basic one should be fine. Crusher, but we're going to need 2 buckets of lava. Of course we are. But my buckets are on me, so that's key. So let's run out here. This will be a future project that we're going to work on. One of our upcoming episodes is going to be chickens, and that is going to be the hen house because chickens are nuts and, you know, they need to be someplace. But let's get in here and make us a crusher. All right, so there is a crusher. And our buckets are still in there. Why? Is this table backwards? That's Q. All right, so HDPE. Let's continue down that line. So we've got our substrate kind of figured out. It's going to be in the PRC with hydrogen. So to get hydrogen, we need the electrolytic separator. Well, we've already got one of those. That's going to give us hydrogen plus oxygen. Which that will actually give us the straight liquids, right? Yeah, so because this is going to be hydrogen gas or liquid hydrogen into, what is this going to give us? That's going to give us hydrogen. Cool. Where to go? HDPE, substrate, and biofuel comes from the crusher, which we've already determined that. We've got that handled. All right, so yeah, no, I think we're okay for now. So let's we're gonna need some basic or some of the pipes as well. Pipes, where are the pipes? There we go. We don't need the cables necessarily, but we do need the pipes. So basic mechanical pipe. Can we make the upgraded ones advanced mechanical? That's 4 buckets per tick. Wow, that's pretty solid. That's a bucket a tick. The basics. We've got 8 of the basics. I mean, it's kind of pointless to not make the better ones, I guess. I don't know. Let's do that. Let's make... we should be good with 2 of the advanced recipes, I think. What's in the elites? Oh, wow. 16 buckets per tick? Holy wow. We could do that. Let's do that one. I like that one. That's amazing. Elite mechanical pipe, and we'll do 2 sets of those. That gives us 16. Okay, now we need the item ones. And we're also going to need... We might need the gas ones. I don't remember. So basic pressurized tube is steel plus glass. We could do a couple of those. Let's get our pipes together. Advanced pressurized tube. And that's a bucket per tick. We probably ought to do the upgraded one of that too. Is that the same recipe? Sure is. So there's the elites there. Can we get the items and blocks? Okay, sweet. Basic logistical transporter. Do 2 of those. Get the advanced logistical. Do that. I kind of want to make sure that we use the... oh, we need 2 of those. That we use the mechanism stuff for the mechanism machines outside. Partially because they're very transparent and easy to see, but, you know, almost just as importantly... yeah, well, that's not running. We're going to need to make that run soon. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to build the setup right over here. Okay, so we know we're going to need the crusher, right? So let's set... Actually, should we put it over here next to the power? Probably. That would kind of make sense. Don't be ridiculous. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to put the crusher up top here. Let it get power. That's cool. We need the Electrolytic Separator, and I'm going to set that probably right where this light is, I think. Maybe. No, that's right in line. I don't want to do that. Let's do right there. And this thing, it's sighted, but it's not really sighted. Actually, you know what? I want to move this. I don't mind it being over here, but I don't want it right in front of that, because I need to be able to run the pipe and power to this. And that's going to make it a lot easier. Okay, so with this should be the front, right? So we're going to have the input. Nope. I think that's going to be backwards. It's going to wrench. And are you not going to work? Oh, you will. You will. There you go. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to now... No, that's not going to work either. Crap. This'll work. Why, though? There we go. Okay. So this... I mean, technically that might be the back, but this is the inlet for the water, which we need. Mechanical pipe is fluids. Alright, that's Q. So, mechanical pipe... let's do... I kind of want to leave that on there as a buffer, I think. Let's bring this over and down here. And I don't know... I need to get power to that. And I think I left all my cables down here. Not in that one. In that one. Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Alright, let's get back up here. Get this pump some power. All pumps like power. You know what? I'm just going to run it up top. I don't care. So there we go. Alright, so now the pump has power. Yes. And I need... this won't work. Okay, let's go make the configurator. I kind of felt like that was we were going to run into that eventually. All right, so the configurator is the wrench for Mekanism. And for that, we need one of these. And where's my food? Right there. And a stick. And then we can make the configurator. And then we're going to have to charge said configurator. And guess what? We have an energetic infuser. So we'll give this just a second. And it will get done right now. Boop. All right, let's go back up. Why am I still flying? Push. No, I won't pull. There we go. All right, so now we've got our PRC. And what's your problem? Why are you no pumpy? Do I have that backwards again? I probably have that backwards again. No, don't. What are you doing? Push. Let's get the other wrench. I don't feel like switching modes on that guy. Hello. Oh, that's what your problem is. You still have that stupid filter in you, don't you? Yep, you sure do. Awesome. Okay, give me just a minute. Let me get this sorted out, and I will be right back with you. We will continue on. All right, guys, I am back. So, I got it running. I accidentally left the filter in the electric pump that gave us heavy water, and heavy water does not work for this purpose. Of course it doesn't. That wouldn't make any sense. I guess, well, maybe it would. I don't know. I don't even know what heavy water is. So anyhow, we've got our water flowing from our pump into our electrolytic separator, which is then being processed. And then in this tank, we've got oxygen. And in this tank, we've got hydrogen, which is exactly what we need. So now, actually, let me run down here and grab some wheat. I'm not going to automate this process necessarily. Man, these things work quick. Okay, sweet. Well, that's good. I did that so we could get into chickens, but with 2 of those running, we're going to be in chickens super duper quick. So, I'm going to let this crusher run. All right, let's just make sure. I didn't get any speed upgrades or anything for this thing. But for the time being, this should be fast enough. Yeah, awesome. So we get 4 biofuel per wheat, and that's what we need in the PRCs, which we've got 2 of, to get substrate, which we can then turn into HDPE, which we need to get the liquid ethylene, but first we need to get the substrate, right? Which means hydrogen plus water in a PRC will give us the biofuel plus substrate plus the ethylene. So hint, hint, that's where the ethylene's coming from. So we're going to need to bring the water in again. So first, let's get the PRC down and get a look at it. All right, so I don't see any inputs on this thing. But if we take... Let's see, so that's gas. Okay, cool. So if we take our elite pressurized tube, we can put that here. Yeah, nice. Nice. So, wow. Wow. Really? Wow. Nice. Okay. All right, that's cool. So then we can take this and we can throw that in here, right? But we need to get water to this thing, which is, again, that's not a problem. So that's what we need more of these pipages for, right? So we can not put that there. Can we put it here? Yeah, we can put it there. We do it on the front? No. For some reason I didn't think we'd be able to, but you know, better Better to check and be wrong. So this is definitely going to be a bit ugly for now. Can we put power in through the top, though? Is that something we can do? Yeah, nice. Nice. So now this bad boy's going to run, and we'll get substrate plus ethylene. And I want to see... Where did my other... I had more... Why do I feel like I'm missing gas tanks? Oh, because they're in here. That's why. Alright, so... This is going to output ethylene, right? And I think it's a gas, so let's put the advanced one here. And see... Hydrogen... see, that is a gas, but why is that not... outputting? Can that not auto-output? Do we need to put an elite pressure tube right here? You got nowhere to go, I know that. Don't want the basic one, I want the advanced one. So, if we configure this to pull, and this to push... Nice! We got ethylene over here. Oh, that is amazing. Alright, awesome, awesome. Okay, so then if we come over here, right, we can... Are we going to need the rotary condensator, do you suppose? I bet we probably will. Let's see. So, HDPE, substrate, oxygen, plus liquid ethylene. Yes, so we're going to need the rotary condensator. All good. All good. Where is it? That's the chemical infuser. That's close. Washer. That's not what we want either. I don't want to have to search for it. Please? Please? No, I'm going to have to. Rotary condensator. Yes. Okay, so all we need is one of these bad boys. And good. There is our rotary condensator. Now this one... Oh, hey. Completed a quest even. Woo. Okay, so this one should go down here, right? And it should have one side in, one side out. So let's see. Nope. I think we're going to have to rotate that. That'll work. Push, pull. We got ethylene in there. Very cool. Very cool. Honestly, we probably don't need this tank right here, but we're going to have it anyway, just to kind of play it safe. So we need to get this guy power too. And to do that, I'm just going to run this. I don't have enough. Crap. Okay. Let's go get some more power. Some more power cobbles. Ow. Ow, that's a hurtful crafting bench. We want... I want the redstone flux duct. Redstone flux duct right there is hardened plus electrum. Do we have electrum in here? I hope we do. No, of course not. Do I have electrum down here maybe? No. Do I have electrum downstairs maybe? Sure doesn't seem like it, does it? Okay, well give me just a minute. I will be right back. I'm going to get all the power stuff together. We're going to get this thing done today. Alright guys, I am back. So, I went ahead and made a bunch of the flux ducts, and I got rid of that tank over here. It was kind of unnecessary. This thing is just, as this produces ethylene, this is just going to condense it down into liquid ethylene, and that's what we need. Let's take a peek again. HDPE means substrate becomes HDPE pellets using liquid ethylene plus oxygen. Well, guess what? This has oxygen in it. See, there is a method to my madness here, although honestly this should have been won over. But you know, that's Q. So we need to set down the other PRC, and I'm going to put it like this. Right there. Okay. Let's take our energy flux ducts, and we will continue along the circle here. And this gives us everything we need here, right? So this is a gas. This should only go in where it can, right? So let's, I hope. Let's get our configurator. We're going to tell this to pull and this to push. Okay. And then, I guess, you know what, we'll just come in here and we'll mess with the configs. So this should be input. We want gases. Input. Okay, good. We have our oxygen. We need... What did we need? We need water? Is it water? No, liquid ethylene. Duh. So, elite mechanical. Okay. Okay. Slow down there, Turbo. So we can put that there and there. And configure this one to output and this to input. Right? So, will that go in? It did. It sure. It went in to the right spot. And then we can come over here to this PRC, grab the substrate. This thing's full of hydrogen. Why is this full? Oh, because this is full. The hydrogen's the input. Sorry about that. Losing my mind. Okay, and we'll pop the substrate in here. Boop. HDPE pellet. Uh-oh. Now, as soon as I take this out, we're going to ding. You ready? 3, 2, 1, ding. Oh, quest complete plastic. Have I ever mentioned that I love Mekanism? We're going to do all of the rest of this stuff too for the various purposes. I did figure out the induction matrix process thing over here. It's kind of the big Mekanism power generator that I could completely forgotten about. I don't think we're going to do it, but guess what we got? Woo, digital storage. All the way down here. Boom. Believe you me, this is exciting. We got applied energistics. And all the extra stuff that comes with applied energistics. Because there's a lot of stuff that's not directly applied energistics in this pack. From what I can see, it's got the fluid cells, the gas cells, the storage cells. They are setting us up to fully automate everything, and oh, I am excited. So, we're not going to get into that today. We're probably not going to get that into that next episode. We got to get into chickens. And we still need to wrap up Tech Reborn, which actually, let's go. There is one thing that I want to do before we wrap up the episode, because we are at that point. I built the industrial blast furnace. I thought I needed it. Turns out I don't think I need it. I'm sure that's shocking. Okay, ready? Look at that. UU matter. It takes approximately 50 scrap to get UU matter. So that was about 150 scrap to get that. So good news, it's done now. I don't know that we're going to go any further in the UU matter line because I just kind of don't see the benefit. We're not going to be doing a whole lot with Tech Reborn. We can make the machines a little bit faster, but there's only a few of them that are really of any interest to us. Namely the chemical reactor. We're going to need this to make the first few chickens that we need to get. So that's going to be high up on our priority list, and it's already built. So, yeah. So, Mekanism done. Hello, Grumpet. I renamed Robot to Grumpet. Oh, really? I thought that was... Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that is HDPE. With HDPE, the lights that I got I don't remember if it was one of the quest rewards or a loot chest. These lights that we got, the green and the white ones, we can make those now. I've been wanting to get more of them, but we haven't been able to until we got the HDPE process going, because you need the HDPE sheets to be able to make these things. We can make them now. So that's pretty exciting. Also, yeah, as you can see, I got rid of all the windmills. They were causing too much lag. But that is our new hen house. It's not finished yet. I still have to, you know, pretty it up, make it look okay. But otherwise, yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go now. So coming up soon, we're going to be looking at chickens. I don't know if it'll be next episode. It will probably be next episode. Because once we get into chickens, we're never going to have to worry about resources ever again. For almost any of the resources. And Roost is a mod that I'm not super familiar with. I do know all about the chickens mod, but Roost kind of modifies chickens, so I'm pretty excited to play with it. And I'm really looking forward to doing that stuff with you guys on camera. So I won't be doing a whole lot of breeding and stuff on camera, because that's just long and tedious. Not like bees, but not much better than bees either. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, think about hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, think about hitting that subscribe button. And until next time, Grumpy Giant signing out. Bye-bye.